Greetings, ladies and gentlemen of the internet. This is Rock and Roll Spot coming at you with the weekly TV roundup. As the TV seasons are drawing to a close, this is actually going to be fairly short, as the only show on the list that's still airing right now is Game of Thrones. So, without further ado, this week's episode of Game of Thrones. It was with Jon and Tormund, one of the wildlings, preparing to leave Castle Black. Sir Alistair voices his opinion against the mission, while Sam gives Jon his dragonglass dagger, just in case. After Jon leaves, Sam goes to check on Maester Aemon, who is not doing too well. He's being looked after by Gilly and her son. In fact, Gilly's son reminds the Maester of one of his brothers. The Maester then advises Sam to get Gilly and her son south before it's too late. At Winterfell, Sansa asks Theon to help her, constantly pointing out who he really is, refusing to call him Reek. However, Theon tells Ramsay of her request, which is to light a candle on the top of the broken tower. He does so to draw out her friend. However, Brienne sees the lit candle. Back at the Wall, Maester Aemon passes and is laid to rest by Sam and the remaining brothers of the Watch. At Winterfell, Ramsay tells Sansa of Stannis' incoming army, as well as Jon's ascension to Lord Commander of the Watch, before showing her the flayed corpse of the woman who offered to help her. Ramsay adds that it was Theon who told him of her intentions. At Stannis' camp, things aren't looking well, as horses are freezing to death and an entire company of sellswords is deserted. Melisandre suggests sacrificing the princess, though Stannis refuses. At the Wall, two of the brothers attack Gilly and Sam, though Ghost comes to their rescue. Afterwards, Gilly cleans Sam's wounds before having her way with him. Which, as presumably you all know, is kind of a big deal when it comes to the Night's Watch. In Essos, Jorah is sold to a nobleman for use in the fighting pits. Tyrion convinces the noble to buy him as well. Lady Olenna and the High Sparrow have a chat about her grandchildren and his motives. Lady Olenna constantly accusing him of being a puppet of the Lannisters. Cersei volunteers to talk to the High Sparrow on Tommen's behalf, though, of course, her talk will be in favor of keeping Margaery imprisoned. In Dorne, Jaime discusses his mission with Myrcella, who refuses to return to King's Landing with him. Meanwhile, in the dungeons, Bronn learns he has been poisoned by one of Oberyn's daughters. This happening while he toys with said daughter. She eventually gives Bronn the antidote, though he first must say that she is the most beautiful woman he's ever seen in the Seven Kingdoms. Ladyfinger and Lady Olenna plot further. In Meereen, Daenerys views the training of the company of gladiators that Ser Jorah and Tyrion have joined. Once Jorah defeats the first batch of practicing gladiators, he delivers a gift to Daenerys, Tyrion Lannister. After visiting Margaery, Cersei is taken into custody for crimes against the faith, which were confessed by her cousin and former lover, Lancel, by the faith militant. And that is where the episode ends. That's all we got for today. We'll be back Friday with the final Marvelous May video. And then next Wednesday we'll be back with next week's episode of Game of Thrones. As always, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. And also follow me on social media. Links to Facebook and Twitter are in the description down below. This is Rock and Roll Spock signing off, saying live long and rock hard.